Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this space, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope this time finds you well. Alright Sagittarius, for those of you who are new here and don't know me, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is Wow Oracle. And for those of you Saggies returning, thank you so much for all your continued love and support, and thank you for being here with me once again. Alright Sagittarius, today I am here to connect with you to do your energy reading for the week of October 4th through October 10th, 2020. Now, although these readings are time-stamped, understand that energy is fluid, it's not linear. So whenever you find yourself watching this reading, there should be a message in it for you. Now, also do remember that these are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, Saggy, if you're here watching your sun sign, feel free to check out your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs to find further clarity into your messages. And if at that point you're not finding your messages with me, we do have two options. You can either come back next week when I will have a whole new set of messages for you, or you can feel free to check out one of the other beautiful readers out there on YouTube. I do support them all. All right, Sagittarius, so given that said, let's go ahead and get right into your reading. So we're going to start out with some oracle messages, and then we'll move into the tarot, and then we'll end out with some extra messages from Spirit before we close out for the week. But first and foremost, we're going to be tapping in to the energy of Spirit through the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. So give me one moment while I tap in and get out your messages for the week. All right, Spirit. So what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week of October 4th through October 10th, or whenever Sagittarius finds himself watching this reading. What messages do you have for my beautiful Saggies? Alright, Sagittarius, so the first oracle message coming out for your reading this week is Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past. So what I feel with this card, what I feel Spirit is trying to tell you, is that you have gone through things in your past that you were able to learn from. Situations in your life, whether it was in a relationship, a job situation, whether it was the dealings between you and another person, some sort of creative endeavor, or even an everyday situation. You were able to see how energy played out, and because of that, you gained wisdom from a prior situation. And that can be used to help you in whatever you're going through now. You have a strong memory on most of you, especially coming out with the Elephant card. So a lot of you are able to really hold on to knowledge, wisdom, insight, and guidance from a lot of different places, a lot of different venues. And because of that, you're able to take that knowledge that you gathered then to use it and apply it to your everyday now. So there is something that you're going through in your life at this time, Sagittarius, that you need to dive deep within yourself, dig deep within yourself, and unlock something that you've been holding on to from a previous situation so you can use that to better understand the situation that's happening now. Now with the 25, there's some sort of balance coming in your life, but there's a choice that has to be made. And I think when you begin to remember how it is you went about something in the past, you're going to make the proper choice now. And it's going to help you to relieve some sort of conflict, some sort of instability. You could be feeling instability and conflict at this time, but I think as you make the correct choice, you'll begin to relieve that conflict from your life. Now, the second message coming out is Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So with this card, there may have been areas in your life that you were kind of approaching with a sense of aggression, possibly a sense of entitlement. Now, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just reading the cards as I see it, and I'm speaking to you what Spirit wants me to speak to you. And Spirit's saying there's been some times in your life where you have gone at situations with a sense of aggression, a sense of anger, a sense of pain, resentment. And now it's time for you to bring love back into the situation. You need to be gentler with the way that you approach certain situations in your life. And I think because you were able to learn from something from the past, you're able to see that maybe going at something with haste or too much aggression or too quickly is not going to work for you now. Do you see what I'm saying? You understood that that didn't work in the past, and now you're able to see, now that that situation has come back around, that you need to be gentler and to approach it with a more sense of love. Because there's change here, there's movement, there's action. You are attaining something new, but there's a sense of an opportunity. There's a sense of potential in a situation. But you have to have a more loving energy when going towards that situation, okay? Now, your third message coming out for you this week is Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Yep. You need to be more grateful this week, or you need to be grateful this week. There are opportunities that are coming your way. Opportunities that are helping you to adjust your life, to create harmony in your life. And there's a need for you to be thankful for even the smallest things. Like being able to pay your bills, like having water to drink, like having food to eat, having someone to talk to, being able to bend over and tie your shoes. I mean, be grateful for the smallest things this week and bring a sense of grace into your life so that you can have that ease in your own energy so that when you go towards something that's coming back around from the past, you can bring that gentle touch because you are coming from a smoother and calmer way of being. Do you see what I'm saying, Sagittarius? But now we're going to do, Sagittarius, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually relieve these two cards. And we're going to dive deeper into what Spirit's saying with the Elephant Spirit. So give me one moment while I pull that up. All right, so we have Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past, number 25. Now, Sagittarius, this says, although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions that have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect for the community. What has come before informs what you are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you experienced, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you've had can be told many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. So I see that this week, Sagittarius, you are learning. You are learning more about yourself. You are learning more about the correct and proper decisions that you need to make in your life. And because you are now moving that direction, you are being honored and you are being given accolades for the changes that you're making in your life. You need to reflect on where you've been and where you're going because I feel like you've changed a lot, Sagittarius. You have moved mountains in your life. And now you need to take what you've learned from the past and apply it to your life today. And that's going to help to propel you forward. All right, Sagittarius, but now we are going to go ahead and move forward. And we're going to pull you some energy cards to see what advice you can have and what can keep you grounded this week. And we're going to pull some advice cards to see what energies can help you to be more open. Now, to do that, I will be using the Starseed Oracle. So give me one moment while I tap into that energy. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week of October 4th to October 10th, or whenever Sagittarius finds himself watching this reading. What energies can help to keep my Saggis grounded, and what energies can help them to be more open. All right, let's see what comes out. So, Spirit, what energies can help to keep my Sagittarius grounded? What energies can help to keep Sagittarius grounded? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What energies can help to keep Sagittarius grounded? What energies can help to keep Sagittarius grounded? We do have one card coming out for you. Now, that card is Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Yeah, you have a lot of natural memories inside of yourself. Things that you've overcome in the past. Things you've had to deal with in the past. Obstacles you overcame in the past. You learned and you grew from those situations. And you're now able to use that energy now. You need to know that all the resources you need to create action in your life is within yourself. So to remain grounded this week, Sagittarius, you need to know that you have everything you need. All the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the insight, all the resources, everything you need to create the happiness that you want. You just have to really unlock that from within yourself. So a sense of meditation could help this week. A sense of contemplation with Spirit could help this week. Really just not over-analyzing. I don't know why I almost said that. Maybe for some of you are over-analyzing a situation in your life. And maybe you need to back off a little bit. That could be for some of you out there. But what I feel here is that you need to kind of reassess situations in your life and see the situations you've been through before. And if you're not going about them, or if you're going about them the same way, there may be a need for you to change that energy altogether, create a new perspective, do things a different way, create a different method than what you've done in the past. Because like I said, you already know. Definitely with some of the things that are going on in your life right now, Sagittarius, you've been here before. And I think that you know what didn't work and what did work. And now it's time for you to apply that knowledge that's within you to keep you grounded in the choices that you're making this week. But now, Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward. And we're going to look at what energies can help you to be more open. So, Spirit, what energies can help to keep my Saggies open? What energies can help to keep Sagittarius open? What energies can help to keep Sagittarius open? All right, Sagittarius, we do have one card coming out for you. One moment. It did fly all the way back. All right, Sagittarius, so we do have You're Not For Everyone. And it says, embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Now, this is an interesting card. But what I feel Spirit's telling me with this card is that there are people in your life that don't respect you. There are people in your life that don't see you for the true you that you are. And I feel at times you feel like you have to change yourself for these people. But what this card is saying is that you need to embrace your weirdness. You need to embrace your uniqueness. Do not put up masks. Do not put up facades for anybody in your life. It is time for you to be the true you. Face your true north. Be the you that you're meant to be. Step into your power. There are people in your life who try to change you, who try to control you, who try to mold you into something different than what you actually are. And you need to push those people aside. And if not push those people aside, you need to let those people know, if you can't handle me the way I am, then you don't need to be in my space. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, it's not a fight that you're supposed to do here. You're not supposed to fight with these people, but you need to decide to come at it from a different direction. Change yourself for the better, not to appease somebody else. If you're going to change in your life, do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else. But what this card says to me is that for you to remain open this week, you need to be the you that you're meant to be. You need to be the true you that's within yourself. And if you've lost that connection with yourself, really connect back with that. Go dive deep within and try to reveal who you are, because for some of you, I'm getting this picture of an onion. So I feel like for some of you, you have created many layers around the true you. And because of that, some of you don't even remember who the true you really is. And it's time for you to unlock. It's time for you to use the key of your knowledge to unlock the true you within yourself. And like I said, don't change yourself for anybody. So this week, like I said, to remain open, you need to be your authentic self. And if you can't remember who that is, do your best to re-unlock that person from within yourself. Okay, Sagittarius? All right, but Saggies, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward into the tarot portion of your reading, where we dive deeper into the energies that are surrounding you this week. Now with the tarot, we will look at the positive energies coming in for you for the week. We'll look at what negative energies or challenges are coming your way. We'll also take a look at how to best invite those positive energies in, as well as how the negative energies could affect you and things of that like. So let's go ahead and get right into it, Saggies. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the positive energies coming in for you for the week, as well as what negative energies or challenges may be coming your way. Because like I've said in the past, and I'll continue to say, we live in a world of polarity. So we have to look at both sides of the spectrum to really understand how to best make our way through our weeks, given all the different energies that are coming our way. Okay? But let's go ahead and get right into it. So Spirit, what are the positive energies coming in for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What are the positive energies coming in for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, so we do have the Ace of Swords. And this talks about raw power. This talks about a victory. This talks about a breakthrough. I feel like this week you're coming into a place of mental clarity because you're understanding better that you are meant to be the true you that you're meant to be. That you need to relieve the confusion in your life of what other people wanted from you. And I think that because you're learning from the past and you're learning from those situations, you're being grateful for the weirdness that you have within yourself. Some of you are very unique people, and I love that. I love weird. I'm weird. Okay? If I wasn't weird, I wouldn't be doing this. So let me tell you right now that you need to embrace your weirdness, because that's going to help you to have a breakthrough. That's going to help you to bring security and balance and control back to your life. No longer holding on to what other people want from you, but really embracing the true you that's within yourself. This also speaks about abundance. So I feel like this week you're having a breakthrough in your abundance. You could be moving quickly towards prosperity. This is about you seeing the truth. Letting nothing get by you. Letting no bullshit knock you off your game. This is about you no longer having a lack of direction, but seeing the truth and seeing which direction you need to move in your life. This is about you being a free spirit. Now, I know it came out in the reverse, and that can be a setback to your ideas, but with these cards coming out together, what this tells me that you are relieving the setbacks. You are relieving the obstacles. You are relieving the challenges by seeing the truth and being your truth, standing in your truth, and only standing in the truth that is yours, because that is what's going to bring you a victory in your life right now, and that's what's going to bring you the abundance, the finances, the love, the support, the care that you need in your life, and that's what's going to help you to build that strong foundation. Now, for some of you too, there's a need for discipline in your life. Now, I'm not calling you out and saying that you're wild and crazy, but we are weird here, so it's okay. So what I'm saying though is with this card is that there may be a need for some discipline in some areas of your life. Maybe you've been giving too much to other people. Maybe you've been giving too much to other people, and it's time for you to cut your energy. It's time for you to cut those cords, and that's why the King of Pentacles is coming out. Now, with the King of Pentacles, before we move on, you could be dealing with an Aries or Taurus. Those could be people you know. Those could be people in your, it could be signs in your chart, or it could be people in and around your space. Place it where it fits. But those energies could very much well be around you this week, okay? But now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward, and we're going to look at what negative energies or challenges are coming your way. So, Spirit, what negative energies or challenges are coming towards Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What challenges or obstacles or negative energies are coming towards Sagittarius? What negative energies or challenges are coming towards Sagittarius? Okay. Whoa. Okay, Sagittarius. Wow. A lot of messages. Now, we'll take the first ones and really dive deep in with those, but we'll just skim these other ones, okay? But let's see. Let's start with these ones first. So we do have the Nine of Swords. So there's some fears, some anxieties that you're still dealing with. There could be sleepless nights. You could be up late over-analyzing things. We did talk about you possibly over-analyzing certain situations in your life. Maybe there's a need for you to rest from that, because if you don't, you're just going to cause more depression. You could be also suffering from depression this week. There could be sadness in your life. You know, because fears and anxieties are coming to the surface. I think that what you're going through in your life right now, you've been through before. We talked about this. You've been here before. And because you're going through the same situations, it's bringing a lot of fears, a lot of anxieties that you thought you were done with, that you thought you moved through. You thought that you moved past, but they're creeping back in. They're creeping back in. And even though there's a need for celebration in your life, it's causing some setbacks to the movement that you want. It's causing some setbacks to the things that you want to do, because you're going through something that you thought you were already done with. Something that you thought that you had laid to rest, that you had closed the coffin on, so to speak. For some of you, I think that definitely whatever this was, it was dead to you. You no longer wanted to visit it, but for some reason it is coming back around. It is coming back around, but I think that you have the knowledge within yourself to overcome this. But for some of you, you're having a hard time with that. It's almost causing a sense of aggression. It's causing a sense of a demanding energy in your life, because you were done. You're like, you know what? I thought I was freaking finished with this. And because it's coming back around, it's bringing a lot of fears and anxieties back to the surface. Now, things are being revealed to you. I think you're beginning to work through old energy. I think what's happening here is that there was something you were still holding on inside of yourself. Now, it could have been big, could have been small, could have been anything. Friendship, relationship, job situation. It could have to do with a medical issue, anything like that. But something is coming back to the surface, because there's more things that need to be worked through before it can be relieved from your life altogether. Now, we do have a better quality of life, and there is going to be justice here. So I think that Spirit's coming back in to let you know that even though you're going through a lot this week, even though there's a lot of challenges, your life is going to come back into balance, and things are going to happen for you quickly. Things are going to be happening for you quickly, but there's a sense of a fear of change. There's a sense of a fear of change here for some of you. I feel like you don't really want to go back into this situation, because it already caused a lot of pain in the first place. You're like, dang, why do I got to go back to this? Why does this have to resurface? Why do I have to see this again? You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Piscean. It's a possibility here. We do have those on the board. We also do have the Justice card, Libra energy. Now, we also have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, what this tells me is that although you want to overcome, although you're ready to move forward, there's still something that you're holding on to that you're not ready to quite release yet. some sort of pain, some sort of grief, some sort of anger is what I'm getting here. I'm feeling like this energy around me telling me that you're like, I just don't want to revisit that right now. I just don't want to go back there. And because of that, you're making the choice to turn away from it rather than deal with it. And Spirit's saying it's time for you to deal with it. So you need to begin to work with this energy, because if you continue to just fall back into this old way of being, you're not going to be able to move forward. You're going to continue to stay stuck. Even though you may have bouts where this situation no longer bothers you, it's going to keep showing back up. It's going to keep showing back up in your life until you're really ready to deal with the situation as a whole. Okay, Sagittarius? But now we're going to move forward and we're going to look at how to best invite in the positive energies of the week, as well as how the negative energies could affect you. Now, you know, as I'm looking at these cards, with this Page of Wands in reverse, now that we've kind of seen the challenges, there could be a setback. There could be a setback in your life because something that you're having to deal with once again. So that is a message for some of you. You know, I thought this was you overcoming a setback, but it could be that something's creeping back in at this time, and it's kind of throwing you off your game a little bit, even though you're really trying to create abundance and you're really trying to have breakthroughs right now. Something is creeping back in that you dealt with in the past. This could have been the recent past. This could have been a long time ago. This could have been something you dealt with for a very long time. But I do see that something is coming back to your life, and it's not exactly a positive thing. But let's move forward. So, Spirit, how can my Saggies best invite in the positive energies? How can Sagittarius best invite in the positive energies? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, Sagittarius, we do just have one card coming out. It just flipped in the deck. It is the Magician card, Mercurial energy. This is about you understanding that you have everything inside of yourself. What did we talk about here with the Child of the Cosmos? You've been here before. You have the knowledge, you have the guidance that you had before, and you're able to use it now. But there's a need for you to stare this thing straight in the face before you can overcome it. This is also about action. It's about concentrating on what you're manifesting. You have to be careful to not slip into a negative self-internal talk this week. Okay, because we all know that manifestation is a real thing. I mean, some people do have their thoughts about it, but I am a firm believer in it. And I feel like this week, what Spirit's telling me is that you need to be careful about what you're saying to yourself inside of yourself, because you could very well begin to create a problem again that you thought you were already done with, because you're sliding back into an old way of thinking. Especially when this has to do with anger or pain or grief or sadness. It's like I'm almost seeing you sliding back into that spectrum, and because you're sliding back into that, you're going back into the sense of negative self-talk, and it's beginning to re-manifest something back into your life that you thought you were done with. So you really have to be careful this week. If you want to have that breakthrough, if you want to have that victory, if you want to create that strong foundation, and you don't want to have a setback, you need to be careful about the things that you speak to yourself this week, because it could truly be causing a block to the abundance that's coming towards you. So you need to concentrate on your thought processes and make sure that you're using that internal power to only speak positivity, not only internally, but also externally. Do not grab on to a chain of pain that you thought that you already broke away from, even if it's creeping back into your life, because you could be being tested this week. Okay? But now we're going to move forward, and we're going to look at how the negative energies could affect you. So, Spirit, how might the negative energies affect Sagittarius? How might the negative energies affect Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How might my Saggies be affected by the negative energies? How might Sagittarius be affected by the negative energies? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How might Sagittarius be affected by the negative energies? We do just have one card coming out for you. And this is the Two of Wands. You're meant to expand your life at this time. You're meant to progress forward. You're meant to discover new things in your life. You're meant to be on a sense of adventure. Something beautiful is coming into your life, but something is creeping back in. There is a fear of the unknown here as well. I feel like for some of you, even though this situation is coming back in, it's creeping back in, you thought you had dealt with it, you thought you were over it, but because it's coming back in again, you're like, why? Why is this coming up again in my life? What did I do? What did I create? Is this something I did? But I feel like something is coming back because you didn't deal with the situation entirely at that time. You're like, okay, I'm over it. Good. Ooh, yay, yay, yay. But actually, there was a deeper sense of meaning to what was going on. But you have to be careful about the talk that you talk with yourself, okay? But right now, I do see that there is no movement forward, though, until this is dealt with. Until this is dealt with. You are meant to expand. You are meant to do big things. You're meant to go out on a new adventure. But not until this is dealt with. But I feel like you're going to overcome this. Balance is going to come back into your life. Like I said, a better quality of life is here for you. But you have to go through this transition. And you have to make the choice to look at this straight on and to deal with this situation so that you can overcome it and begin to have progress in your life. Okay, Sagittarius, but now we're going to move forward. And we're going to look at the benefits of the positive energies, as well as how to best overcome the negative challenges. So, Spirit, what are the benefits of the positive energies coming in for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What are the benefits of the positive energies coming in for my Saggies? What are the benefits of the positive energies coming in for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right, Sagittarius, we do have 2 cards coming out for you. And what I feel here is that because you're bringing yourself into a place of emotional balance, because you're resonating from your heart space rather than from your ego, you are really controlling those negative self-thoughts, and you're bringing yourself back into a place of positivity. You're bringing yourself back into a place of control, and because of that, you're relieving a heavy burden from your life. This is something you've been holding on to for a long time, Sagittarius. I mean, you'll have to let me know in the comments below what that, heavy burden was. Whether it was a medical issue, whether it was a relationship, whether it was something that you felt that you had to take care of by yourself. Because you are coming back into a place of emotional balance, you're now understanding how to relieve yourself of this negative challenges, of this fear of the unknown. And you're beginning to have progress again in your life. You're beginning to work towards that mental breakthrough. Because you realize that you are a manifester. And you realize that you can use the energy inside of yourself to overcome something. Now, with the King of Cups, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Libra. Could be either of those. You could have those people around you. Those people could be coming into your life to help you overcome this burden, to help you take off some of the load, because they see you and they know that you need some help. They see you and they know that you've been carrying a lot for a long time, and they don't want you to carry so much. They care for you. They love you. This could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a lover. It could be a coworker, a boss. It could just be someone you see on the street that sees you and says, wow, you're carrying a lot. Let me help you. Let me support you. There's a supportive energy coming in for you this week, Sagittarius. Now, this isn't all. That's not for all of you. Some of you, this very much can be internal. You could be understanding the way that energy works, using that, the lessons you have from the past, and seeing how to overcome this, even though it is creeping in this week, because it still needs to be dealt with. But this is about you staying optimistic and about staying positive, even when everything seems to be going in the wrong direction. This is about bringing yourself to a place of emotional balance and beginning to relieve your life of those heavy burdens. Okay? But now we're going to move forward and we're going to look at how to best overcome the negative challenges. So, Spirit, how might my Saggies best overcome the negative challenges? How might Sagittarius best overcome the negative challenges? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How might Sagittarius best overcome the negative challenges? All right. So we do have the Devil card, Capricorn energy. This is about you breaking free and reclaiming your power. Even though you felt bonded to something, even though you felt like something controlled your life, even when you thought you were done with this, you were still bonded to it in some shape or form. And it's coming back into your life, but it's because you still didn't get all your power back from the situation. You still allowed this to hold on to some part of your life. And it's time for you to break away from that. It's time for you to reclaim your power. Now, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. A Capricorn could be coming in to help you. But there's a sense of negativity here in your life this week. You have to be careful not to fall back into temptation. Not to fall back into addictive tendencies just because something from the past is coming back into your life. Okay, there's a need for you to detach. You gotta detach and break free this week. Now, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to be moving no matter what. Things are still happening for you in your life. Good karma is on your side, but there's still some negative karma that has to be worked through. Some sort of karmic contract. Something that has to do with something you've been holding on to it for a long time. But as long as you're taking steps to relieve this from your life, you're going to come out on the positive. You're going to come out ahead of the game here. Now we do have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy. This is about standing up in your life and letting nothing mow you over. It's about getting organized. You need to get organized in your life. Make a plan, make a strategy, so when these things come into your life, you don't let it knock you off your track. You don't let it knock you off your path. You're able to continue going because you've understood how it worked in the past and you're understanding how to work with that energy now. Do you see what I'm saying? Now you could be dealing with a Libra, like I said. Or, what's the other sign? So Queen of Swords is going to be, okay, Virgo or Libra. Sorry, it took me a minute to get there. So you could just be dealing with a Libra then, because Virgo was kind of a fleeting energy there. But I do get strong Libra. That could be something in your chart. That could be someone around you. But let's move forward. And now we're going to look at the overall impact and the energies, positive and negative. So Spirit, what are the overall impact and the energies, positive and negative? What is the overall impact and the energies, positive and negative for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Wow. Okay. A lot of messages for you this week, Sagittarius. Spirit's really talking. So we do have the Queen of Pentacles. Being down to earth about what's happening in your life. Being practical. Making a plan. Even though things are creeping back in. Even though negativity or pain or grief or sadness or something is coming back in your life. This is about you knowing that you're secure. Knowing that you're protected. Knowing that you're safe. Now with the Queen of Pentacles, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. That's you, Sagittarius. Or a Capricorn. We do have double Capricorn here. But I feel here is that you are seeing what's going on in your life and you're saying, I'm not going to let this stop me from the path that I'm on, no matter how negative, no matter how much it hurts. Now we do have the High Priestess. Your intuition, your higher power stepping in this week, helping you to overcome. It's helping you to come back into a place of happiness, even though things are up in the air right now, because your happiness is coming your way no matter what. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and now we have the Ten of Cups. So you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right, Sagittarius. I can tell you that right now. Spirit's telling me you're going to be all right. Things are going to work out. Happiness is coming your way. Harmony is coming your way. For some of you, if you've been waiting on a message about marriage, that could be coming your way as well. But I feel like things are coming up in your life because you need to become fully aligned with yourself. And old energies have to come back so they can be dealt with. Okay, Sagittarius? But now we're going to move forward, and we are going to get you out 3 messages from Spirit for your week. So give me one moment. All right, Spirit, so what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What messages do you have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What messages do you have for Sagittarius? There we go, Sagittarius. So the first card coming out for you is love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. You are a loving being, deserving of love, worthy of love. You have love to give, and there are people who want to give love to you. Know that, Sagittarius. Now we also have release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. We talked about this in the beginning of the reading. There was a need for you to embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Not everybody in your life sees you for you. Not everybody in your life has your back or really likes you the way you are. So there's a need for you to reassess. And those people, if they're that way, release them. And if that negative energy is creeping in, do what you can to release it as well. Now we also have ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You're ready for this. That's why this is creeping in. That's why this is coming back around, because you are ready to level up once again. But there's more work that has to be done. So this week, do the work. Learn from the past and do the work. Okay, Sagittarius? Well, those are your messages for this week. I hope they resonated with you. If so, please comment below. Let me know how. Also, if you're new to my channel and you like my content, please like, click, subscribe. Share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Also, go ahead and click that bell so you can be notified of my future content. You can also check me out on Instagram at WowOracle. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at woworacle1111@gmail.com. Well, this is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from my channel WowOracle, saying thank you so much, Sagittarius, for being with me in this space. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and thank you so much for being open to the messages from Spirit. I hope you were able to take something from this reading to propel your week towards health, wealth, prosperity, love, and light. All right, Sagittarius, I'll see you guys next week. Much love from me to you. Namaste.